Derp derpity derp 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 derp.
Welcome back to another pre-recorded message. I am stupid and I don't know what to do. Yeah, I was trying to make something funny in pre, but now I gotta be funny-ish in post. But right now, it's just the introduction. But whatever, we had the little side quest doodads from there, and we'll just skip over them because they're not important. Right now, we gotta go and see what's happening. Oh, sorry, but something is happening. Yeah, something's happening, and the merchants are like fighting and all that awful stuff. Nothing about the good stuff. And now, not only has their two places, their stalls, been trashed. Yeah. They were arguing, and not only that, they got trashed. And the mayor's like, please, find the solution for us. So, I try to find the solution by going to the right exclamation points, and talking, and getting evidence as to why, or what happened, and who might the true perpetrator of these demolished stalls be. So then I walk over here, I just waltz, I do a little waltz here and there, everywhere. Yeah, I do a let's play, a casual let's play that shouldn't even involve talking again on a mic. But what? It's the third one. It's the third one. Provincial Army. Provincial Army is doing the little intervention strategies. But before I talk further, there was a side quest right there, and I was like, you know what? That's a waste of time to even show on the screen at the moment. Just skip it. Here was the reward. Yeah, I showed it. It was just right there. Exactly. So what I'm doing now is like cheating. I'm trying to find out where, but it's not really cheating because there's a giant red X on the map. No, a giant red exclamation point. But you get the idea. I'm just being a little ditzy over here for a second. Oh, there's the exclamation point. Oh, you stupid. And then I just skip over, and then Provincial Army's like, nuh-uh, we didn't do it. Nuh-uh. And then, yeah, we're trying to find even more evidence, I guess, to the location of who the perpetrators, like, location might be. They might be hiding out. So, logical conclusion, talk to a little girl. Of course. Although, even that is quite difficult, considering the fact that I keep talking to the cat. Look, I get it. I might be a little obsessive when it comes to cats. I have it on my Twitter profile. Check me out on Twitter. And I also love, my favorite anime is Neon Neko Sugar Girls. I was thinking actually of doing an episode on that. Just a little documentary episode. Putting some time in it. You know, the usual YouTuber stuff. Making documentaries and making videos on other people's well-earned content. But what I'm doing there was being confused. I accidentally went to the opposite highway, and I walked all the way to where the other monster was previously, in the previous episode. And then I was being utter stupid. My brain was 5-head activity. I was just being super duper dumpy dumba bobo. But yeah, this owl is a pain in the neck because it has really good ability. Although, it's not good enough, because guess what? We got the defense up from Elliot. And now, it's going to use arts, but we can cancel them with Rean, with the impede ports as well equipped on him. Thing is, in this game, if the impede ports does like a certain modifier delay, like +1, +5 or something. But then and for each quartz has a different variety of how much delay or impeding percent. I forget the exact numbers, but in Cold Steel in particular, if you have a certain percentage on one, then you get the additive bonuses of all the impede abilities that you have equipped on a character. So eventually, you can just make an enemy not even be able to get a turn, which is incredibly overpowered. However, we don't have that this early in the game. But it does come really handy when you're totally weak sauce. And you just have to rely on the cheesiest strategies. Ooh, it's so icky, it's so sticky, but it's oh so good. It melts in my mouth. It is succulent. But yeah, right now I'm just using arts because, whatever, damage from the physical attacks ain't doing much. And now that I'm thinking about it, I should have just had a link between Laura and Rean because they're the damage dealers and they're doing the most damage. I was thinking originally Elisa with Rean, not because, you know, best boy and best girl. No, because if Rean got a little hit, then Elisa would come in for a follow attack, and then she'd earn CP from doing another attack. However, in the end, whatever, we just kill them. Kill them and we get a special item. And you material, I believe. I think that's why I went to that boss in particular. Because we got some U material. And I don't know what, yeah, we leveled up and we got the Blessed Arrow, and that's going to be very important. Oh, there's a skip there. Right, there's a skip there. And I went to the inn. I went to the inn and I purchased some rest. You can just go to the inn and you can just take a rest, but at a price, just like any hotel. Am I right? And each rest recovers 100 CP and all the EP and HP you would ever even want, which is pretty good for a low price of 100 whatever currency. Mira? Sepith? And right now we're just playing hide and go seek. And found ya. Found a chest. And it's an EP charge. Congratulations. I can see exactly what's on the screen. But now here's the fun part. I have no idea what I'm doing at this moment. I'm just switching around. Just being a little crazy. I think I was super duper happy by the fact that I found out that the speedrun strategy for switching characters was just such a game changer. I played this game at least 2 times. Or something along those lines.
What do you think they're supposed to be?
And I never even found out about that. Which is even more ludicrous. Because then they had to patch it in Cold Steel 2, and I was just so ashamed. However, the whole attack and then go into the menu thing still works in Cold Steel 2, because the same engine, they just fixed a little thing relating to the character switching. Right there, for example. I don't even know how I think because the AI of the enemy was targeting one particular actor character, but then because the character isn't there anymore, then that means the enemy is just not gonna follow you because the actor character is just immediately gone.
Retreat. Let's keep moving.
That's my hypothesis.
Is that a treasure chest?
On that, I didn't actually do any research. I just saw the glitch and I was like, "Ooh boy, that's pretty good." But so weird too. But so useful at the same time. Yep, this is an optimal strategy for just completing the game as fast as you can. I'd like to show more though.
This seems like a nice spot.
But unfortunately, this is just like a road to Trails of Cold Steel 4 kind of series in a way. Because obviously New Game Plus, like, if you didn't figure that one out, I already did play this game. But I'm also trying to do things that will make people who haven't played this game maybe be able to come into the Legend of Heroes series, yeah? I'd like people to like what I also like. That's how you make friends after all.
It's a treasure chest.
I think this enemy we're just gonna run away from the
Now's our chance.
same thing. But getting sorry for the tangent. Getting right to the point. I'd love people to play the Legend of Heroes series. It's just very awesome with the story and stuff. That's why I'm kind of skipping over the whole muted dialogue portion the bit. With the Persona series, there's more Persona lovers and more hardcore Persona lovers than just this game. Unfortunate it may be, but
That looks like
I
a
guess
strong
it's well
one.
deserved
Be
in a way.
careful.
Alice
It's my
did a
turn.
pretty good job doing the whole high school simulation and demons. Really? Demons. Bruh, demons and
My
oh,
turn.
there we go. Yeah, I was a little startled there. I thought we had to face that monster. By the way, this is a pre-recording. I
Right.
just thought that myself in the past would have to face it and more talking would have been spent out of my mouth. Like, geez. Every
got
time I
this.
do like an episode, my mouth is just sore. And then I have to drink like so much water. I hadn't had to drink that much water in like ever.
Just how deep
I
does
don't
this
even talk
forest
that
go?
much in like the
must be
actual
pretty
real
far in
world,
now. I'd imagine we're
IRL. Am
almost
I
there.
right, gamers?
I can
But
do
I
this.
think we're gonna come to a skip, yeah.
It's a
See
treasure
this chest?
chest.
I'm gonna do the chest.
Right.
Of course.
And in the
Here we
chest
go.
comes a heat wave skill. Elisa has it, but this one gives an added benefit to it, indicated by the shininess. And as we see by me equipping it, strength 5. So we're gonna give it to Laura. But before we do that, we gotta unopen one of those slots. So
It's my
my goal
turn.
is just to rush and get all the chests before, yeah, we get to the final boss. By the way, there is going to be this final boss at the end of the chapter. There's always going to be a final boss at the end of the chapter. That's just how JRPGs are, especially this one. You want to conclude something? Boom, boss time. Of course, it can be explained much more simpler than that.
Right.
And sometimes
this.
tropes can be broken, or tropes can be
I can do
led
it.
to certain expectations,
Right.
which can eventually lead you to
shall we
be
begin?
broken. I'm broken
My turn.
inside.
Retreat.
It's so
Let's
sad.
keep moving.
Yeah, you can tell I'm broken inside, considering the fact that I'm just talking in a pre-recording
Of
message.
course.
I've got this.
And if you don't, well, whatever. Sarcasm, am I right? It's a good therapy
Oh, hey,
sesh as well.
There's an ornament charging station.
I guess
We must
I'm
be in the
gonna
most
shut
remote
up
reaches
now
of the park.
in this portion because soon, I believe, there's going to be a portion where the characters are just going to talk. They're just going to talk, and it'd just be a little weird for me to just talk over them as well, considering the fact that this is a pre-recording message. I don't mind like talking if it comes to the fact that I'm adding more to the conversation than I just would then just sitting there. It'd be kind of boring. In my opinion, anyways. It'd be boring. It'd be boring. It'd be a little lazy. Although, it's a little bit, I don't know, necessary about the ethics surrounding what I'm trying to say, at least now. Because I'm kind of being a little boring right now. Huh? Who would have thought? Just doing these episodes, just being stupid. Maybe I'm criticizing myself a little bit harshly here, especially since I don't even know what I'm doing. What year is this, 2020? Yeah, I've watched plenty of YouTube to learn how to do YouTube, in the very least. But even recording this is just, it's embarrassing, kind of. But I guess it's not really that embarrassing. Because it's also for content! Who wants content? 1 like equals 1 more content. Let's e-beg. Yeah. I kind of feel weird doing that as well. Because I'm just in a room, remember, talking to myself. In front of a microphone, in front of a screen. It just feels weird doing this kind of YouTube thing. But it's also fun because this is the only time when I can actually play video games during college. Did I mention I was in college? How many episodes did I mention I was in college? Come on, tally it for me. Come on, I dare ya. I dare ya. But yeah, right now I'm gonna save, and there's gonna be people talking. I might skip a little bit, whatever, that's my mistake in the past. Without further ado, let us get into the dialogue.
There they are.
Not bad for a night's work. And if those idiots don't withdraw that petition, we'll be able to make even more.
Don't get carried away now.
We get a reward for all this anyway. We're making out just fine as it is.
Still, who were those guys? The provincial army seemed happy to go out of their way for them.
No idea. But then, I can never figure out what that man's thinking. None of our business either. We just need to be ready to abandon this place at a moment's notice.
You're not going anywhere.
What?
Who's there?
Students?
I know I locked the gate.
Don't tell me you broke in.
Indeed, we did.
It looks like the stolen goods are all here too.
We caught you red-handed.
Let's take them out.
They're just kids. You should be no match for us.
And since we're all alone out here, ain't nobody gonna see a thing.
Hope you're ready for the beating of your life.
I highly doubt.
As long as we make
Yeah,
Enemy sighted.
And
Take
now
'em
we
out.
will begin
My
the
turn.
battle with these.
All right.
By the way, they aren't the final boss. Sorry
My
to
turn.
do a little spoiler action for you, but eventually, I'm gonna lose to the final boss. I'm gonna skip that part though. I'm gonna probably see that again in the future when I'm just rambling on right now. I don't know why I'm thinking. I don't know what I was thinking in the past, but I was probably thinking about something to do with Elisa's CP ability healing up Laura. But I also have like
I can do
items that can heal CP incredibly
You have
from
my
the free
thanks.
DLC. That's right, it's free.
Right.
So if you want to play this game but also feel like, ooh, it might be a little too difficult, hey, look on the bright side, there's some items that can help you. It sounds like a sponsorship, the way I'm saying it. No, I'm not sponsored. 2, it's already free. 3, y'all have to even just purchase a game, which just costs money.
Right.
This whole video is like free advertising. That's what in the old YouTube days of the Wild West, there's this thing
Yes,
where
my thanks.
companies would just not
It's my
like
turn.
people record their games. And it was like, yeah, cool. I'd understand because of like pirating and stuff. Then the YouTube copyright was like, yeah, you kind of don't add to the experience of the game. And I can support that. You don't add anything
Of course.
to the experience of the game. Although there are people who do silent Let's Plays. That's kind of like on the edge a little, but then sometimes I watch some, I forget their name, but I remember watching this Vesperia Let's Play, and even though they were muted and weren't able to like talk, they added
My turn.
some form of way
my
to
turn.
distinguish themselves rather than just playing the game silently. This would like include
My
pausing or just manipulating the character in the game and just making them do the funny. Do the funny, maybe a little
my
circle
turn.
around, whatever. But they paused during this
My
one
turn.
moment, it was like, haha, funny, we get the reference. Because that boss was hard,
Here we go.
and you said it was easy. Midget character.
Thanks.
Jesus.
My turn.
But yeah, that kind of is like on the line, but it still passes, that sort of thing.
Now.
I also remember
It's my
in
turn.
the old YouTube days
all right.
when there was
let's
like
keep on moving.
old Sonic the Werehog videos. OMG! I remember those. Like the movies.
I did
Sonic the
it!
Hedgehog movie. But the
Not bad.
game. What? They were just. Oh, I should shut up now.
Oh, this has got to be some kind of joke. They're kids.
How pitiful. That barely even qualifies as a warm-up.
Well, when you're used to Instructor Sarah's training exercises, warm-ups take on a whole new meaning.
That's very true.
Bottom line, we won. Fair and square.
Yeah,
I'd
you can
suggest you
carry on.
surrender
I
yourself.
don't know what
We
I
would
was
also
thinking right
be
there,
very interested to learn who hired you.
but whatever. I'll shut up again.
You must be out of your damned minds if you really think you've won.
Elliot?
What's wrong?
I don't know. I just thought I heard the sound of a flute.
What was that?
It sounded like the cry.
What's happening? It's coming.
Yeah, and here's the boss. I lose to it. And I'm gonna do a little skip action. If you can see with the video, if it makes any, like, difference or something.
Help!
But yeah, it's battle time. Let's go into it. Oh, that was actually smooth. That was a smooth battle transition. Which, in reality, isn't the first battle. I died, and then I had to restart the whole battle sequence. But the strategy is to take out the little guys first. And then
Here we go.
big macho man over there.
All right.
It'll take time. What was I talking about before? Sonic the Hedgehog. Werehog, specifically. That's kind of weird in a way. Because I also remember faintly, there's like this top 10 list.
You have my thanks.
Or something. There's this top 10 like best RPGs, and it's just a faint memory when I was like a 6-year-old or something. I don't remember what age, but I was young. And I remember there was these characters walking in a hallway, and it was like Persona 4. That was the game. In my subconscious, that game would always be with me no matter what. And it'd be weird.
It's my turn.
It just feels weird thinking about those things. Old YouTube was so good. And back
You
in
have
my
my
day, YouTube wasn't full of people that were stupid and silly butthead booby heads. Oh, I'm better than you because I'm old.
Delicious.
Debatable. Debatable at best.
Too slow.
Maybe I'm on the fence.
My turn.
But, yeah, mainly 2017. That year, out of any years that I existed in, that would probably be, if not the best year
You have my
of
thanks.
all millennium. Sorry, Einstein. Discovering Relatively? No. Filthy Frank TV doing the
Of
new
course.
Pink Eye album? Yes, that was peak tier. Ooh, that was like also iDub stuff. I'm a big fan. Big fan of their work. Big fan of their portfolio. You know, I can dig it. I can vibe. But yeah,
Here we go.
that year was a really good year for like internet history as well. Although some people might disagree a bit.
Now's our
That was
chance.
also a good year
I
for
got you.
video games.
I can't.
Persona 5, Breath of the Wild. There's also Trails of
You
Cold
have my
Steel
thing.
3
Thanks.
came out in Japan at
My
that
turn.
time too. Dang, that was just a good year. And I don't know if I remember correctly, but maybe Dragon Quest in Yes 7, 8? Yes 8. Maybe? I don't know about those dates in particular. But they are good games nonetheless. What I am confident about is the dates of Persona 5, Breath of the Wild, and Trails of Cold Steel 3. That was a great year. In Japan, obviously. Then we had to get it translated. Thankfully, it got translated, though. Unfortunately, though, it was translated by NIS. NIS America. Some people, it's a good it's iffy. They got the voice actors though, the English voice actors, and I'm thankful for that. I can enjoy the game if it was Goo Goo Gaga.
Thanks.
Well, maybe not like Goo Goo Gaga, but because of
Here
the
we go.
voice actors, they emotionally invested me into the story and allowed me to connect the
Please.
character's identity with their voices. And I am so thankful that they didn't get like this,
I can do this.
just another person who just sounded maybe similar. Especially with the main character. I was kind of debating, I don't know why, but I thought Machias or Emma or whatever would get different voice actors. And I was just a little worried. But at the same time,
Not
I
good.
was thinking, you know what? If Rean gets a different voice actor, then I'm just gonna have an unpleasant
It's my turn.
experience. And, well, Rean's voice actor
have my
came.
thing.
Thanks.
Sean Chiplock,
My
I think
turn.
his name is. He's a pretty cool guy. He's a pretty swell guy, if I do say so myself. Oh, I said it again. That's like a slogan. I should put on a t-shirt. But I'm not, because I'm not a sellout. Well, maybe I'll sell, like, in the future or something. Take note of this episode. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have got Chosen Cold Steel 3 if they got different voice actors. I don't think anyone would, in reality. Or if anything. Although I hear in Persona 5, the Japanese voice actors are different for some of the villains. So I don't know how the Japan's Persona 5 fan base is in regards to that. I am happy though that there's just new content in general to the whole Persona 5 game. I am very well ecstatic on that point. I am very well pleased on that point. I am just orgasmic about that point. Do I have to make myself clear? I love it. I love Persona 5 and also the Persona 5 Scramble. I thought Persona 5 Scramble was just going to be Dynasty Warriors but Persona 5 skin. But in actuality, it's looking like Persona 5 the sequel but action RPG. And that is totally different from just Dynasty Warriors. Yes, they got inspiration from Dynasty Warriors. That's just fact. But the way they're going to do the whole thing, it's more Persona than Dynasty Warriors. And that, I can approve. And also, I heard the Dragon Quest Dynasty Warriors spin-off was also a good game. Because it included a lot of RPG elements in the themes of Dragon Quest. I would give a thumbs up to that. I'll play that much of those games. It just seems a little archaic for me in my taste. I like something more fast-paced, you know? Although Persona 5 is not fast-paced, and this isn't fast-paced either. It's just my taste. Sorry. Although I do have the newest Dragon Quest 11 at the moment. I haven't actually really played it all too much though. But it was, I guess, fun. I don't know, I just kind of played for a couple hours and I just stopped. See, my brain was like on overdrive at that point.
Let's go.
It just felt weird.
Of course.
I think I was also playing like other games too. I think I was playing Cold Steel 2 like my second time during that time. I don't know when I got the game.
Right.
But I think I got it around maybe 2018 or something. I might be wrong because it probably wasn't even released then.
My turn.
But I think it was released then. During this time of myself pre-recording. Oh yeah, by the way, the characters are battling the boss, while I'm talking about just Sonic characters in Persona 5.
You have my things.
Great. But the whole strategy is to, in this boss battle, to just wail on the boss with the S-crafts. Particularly Laura's S-craft, because she has the most powerful one at this current moment. And, yeah, everyone is getting healed with Elisa's CP ability, but she has to move. Whatever, that's the game plan, and it's been the game plan since the beginning of this talk and discussion. Although, eventually I will need to quiet down
I can do this.
because sooner or later
have my
there's going to be
things.
voice dialogue, and then it'll just be a little awkward if I'm just talking and stuff. But I really had a blast just venting about life, particularly video games, and how 2017 was probably the best year ever. I don't know, my opinion. You gotta always say that, and it sucks. It just sucks. People don't get it, but there's people who do get it. But when there's the people who don't get it, they like whine like wah 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 wah. I remember making a Twitter post. It was very sarcastic. It was about the whole Fire Emblem Three Houses controversy. I could care less though. But people are upset because a new anime sword fighter for the Smash Bros. I'm a fan of Smash Bros, but I don't actually play it. I just like watching people, and I'm like, whoa, that's so cool. You can do the fancy tricks. I have my roommate. He has Smash. He got all the like the DLC too. He has Joker.
Thanks.
So I was
I
very
can do
surprised that Joker even went in Smash.
Let's go.
Sakurai's
Of course.
a man of just,
Here we go.
he just likes it. Although Fire Emblem Three Houses was included in the Smash because of Nintendo. And I think a lot of the things revolving around Nintendo have been a little bit iffy. I could probably discuss this later, but now is going to be
That's
where
that. Let's keep moving.
I will end off my discussions. And maybe if you want to hear more of it like this, then leave a comment. Like, seriously. Maybe I can actually do this scuffed. I can do just a regular scuffed playthrough, but it's like commentary in a way. Who knows? Who knows? My name's Leonatos. Love you to bits. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of the whole entire sequence.
I've only just
Yep.
begun.
Love you to bits. And peace.
That was kind of terrifying.
I thought we were done for.
Still, at least we were able to defeat it. Rean, what was that skill you just performed?
Oh, it was something I've been working on for a while. This was the first chance I had to put it through its paces, though. I definitely feel like I'm getting the hang of it now.
I see.
You really are amazing, Rean.
Yeah, you're always there to help us when we need it most.
No, that's not true. We wouldn't have been able to This was a victory for Group A as a whole.
Well said.
Indeed.
Unbelievable. What are these kids even doing here? That bastard. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Who are you talking about?
What?
Uh-oh.
It seems we have some unwelcome guests.
There they are.
And they're not alone.
Put your hands in the air.
Don't try to resist.
Why are you surrounding us and not them?
Keep your mouth shut.
Don't think we're gonna go easy on you just because you're students.
Looks like all your hard work was for nothing, huh? Sucks to be you.
They're not even trying to hide their involvement.
Utterly shameless.
You're jumping to an awful lot of conclusions. I see two groups of people and a collection of stolen goods, but no indication of which group is responsible. Do you have any way to prove that the four of you aren't the perpetrators?
What? Do you intend to frame us?
I'm just telling you that you need to mind your own business. The Kreuzin province is the... And I will not have a gap. You will back...
Damn.
This is ridiculous.
I'm afraid you'll be doing no such thing.
What?
Who's there? Oh!
It's...
The Railway Military Police.
Railway Military Police?
Yeah, the RMP.
They're supposed to be the most elite unit in the whole of the Imperial Army.
I see Maiden.
Why has one of the Chancellor's dogs come here?
What is the meaning of this? This area is under the jurisdiction of the Kreuzin Provincial Army. The Imperial Army has no right to intervene.
With all due respect, Keldic is a major interchange station in our railway network. So in point of fact, we have every right to investigate any incidents that occur in this general vicinity, as I'm sure you well know. And in accordance with our investigation thus far, after having questioned all those connected to the incident, we have concluded that it is impossible for any of these students to be guilty of these crimes. Do you wish to contest this judgment?
I suppose not.
Well then, may I suggest you leave us to do our jobs? The RMP will take responsibility for returning all of the stolen goods to their right.
Men, withdraw! We're returning to Keldic.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
You've got to be kidding me!
We had a deal!
Take them into custody.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, crap.
Totally boned.
There's no point in resisting. You're coming with us.
Damned Ironblood dog.
She's really pretty.
Is she really part of the RMP?
Thank you all very much for your assistance. My name is Captain Claire Revelt of the Railway Military Police. We're a division of the Imperial Army. And you are the visiting students from Thor's Military Academy, are you not? I'll need to file a report about what happened here. So would the four of you mind accompanying me?
You don't think she's faking it, do you?
No. Judging by her breathing, I believe she really is asleep.
Well, it sounds like Group B turned out to be a complete disaster. If she had to deal with them, then come back here on the same day, I'll bet she's totally spent.
Yeah, good point. Anyone would be exhausted trying to sort that out.
It's hard to imagine her actually working hard, though, considering her usual attitude.
It does seem as though she's genuinely looking out for us, however.
So, this is how our first field study trip comes to an end, huh? I think I might have an idea now as to why we're here, though.
I had the same thought. Testing the Arcus is clearly a big reason for coming here. I think it has more to do with making sure we see everything that's going on with our own eyes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Learning more about places in Erebonia we've only read about in books, and getting to see the issues occurring in those regions firsthand, just like in Keldic.
Indeed. And just as we thought and acted swiftly in the face of crisis this time, so too may we be called upon to do so again. These field studies may aim to test and cultivate those skills in preparation for our futures.
Exactly. Add to that good judgment, decisiveness, and general conduct, and I'd say we have a pretty clear picture as to why we're out in the field.
Well, you're about half right.
Instructor.
I was so certain you were sound asleep.
What can I say? I can nod off and back on again in the blink of an eye. It's what I do. As you rightly noted, having first-hand knowledge of the areas to which you might be deployed is of tremendous importance, as is the ability to make swift, accurate judgments and solve problems with or without orders. Developing all these skills to their fullest is definitely a major part of why you're undertaking these field studies.
Just as I thought.
It's an interesting approach, but honestly, I've never heard of any other military academy trying it.
You say we're only half right, however. Which begs the question, what's the rest of the story?
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, not at all. The whole concept seems eerily similar to the MO of bracers.
Now that you mention it,
The Bracer Guild prides itself on protecting civilians over all else, so it seems an unusual source of inspiration for a military academy. But the tasks we were given in Celtic do seem to align themselves quite well with the Bracer's basic philosophy.
Yeah, I guess so. Their emblem depicts a supporting gauntlet, and that's pretty much exactly what we've been for these people. Bracers still have branches all over the continent, but you hardly ever see them in Erebonia anymore.
Well, you got me, which means...
How are we ever supposed to take her seriously when she says things like that, then conspicuously falls asleep?
Well, whether or not we did in fact get her, it still seems like bracers are somehow related to our activities here.
I suppose until she does.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Is there something else bothering you?
Oh, no. Well, we've been in the same class, and this whole time I've been
What do you mean?
No, regarding my social class.
What?
Are you saying you're...
Yeah, I dodged the question when Machias asked, but technically I come from a family of nobles. My hometown is Ymir, in the northern mountains. I'm the son of its ruler, Baron Schwarzer.
You're from Ymir?
Schwarzer. An honorable family, closely tied.
I never would.
My dad and mom are both quite easygoing individuals. And technically, since I was adopted, I just... After everything we've been through these past few days, I mean, you're all going to be a major part of my life from here.
I don't know what to say.
You consider us to be...
Honestly, has anyone ever told you that you can be way too serious sometimes? Just be sure you reveal your true identity to the others when we get back, too.
Oh, I intend to.
Youth. Still, even discounting the strangely perfect timing of the railway military police, that ruler of the forest they ran into in the nature park. Seems to be a harbinger of something big happening behind the scenes.
I must admit, I wasn't expecting the Icy Maiden to show up when she did. We may need to adjust our plans to compensate for this interference.
That won't be necessary. This was not a significant setback. If anything, it provided an unexpected bonus, giving us a valuable glimpse into the means through which the RMP and Intelligence Division coordinate their efforts. With both organizations posing sizable threats to our operation, that information alone makes this all worthwhile.
A valid point. Should we proceed as planned, then?
Of course. The tyrant must yet face the merciless hammer of judgment.
Yes. May his lofty ambitions be crushed to dust and swept away.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you. Keep up the good work. Good showing, everyone.
Derp, derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derp